Hey there, viewer. Ron speaking, and I want to tell you guys about a hobby I've taken up recently. DVD collecting. Now, I hear what some of you are saying. Why, Ron? Why? Nobody cares about DVDs anymore. Why are you collecting them all of a sudden? Well, there's a couple of reasons for it. One, I've been watching a lot of Scott Lawaz recently. He's become my new favorite YouTuber. Sorry, Odd Ones Out. You're still cool, but Scott's cooler. And seeing his giant wall of video games and talking about collecting them, I thought, hey, that's pretty cool. I want to do that. But video games cost $60 each for any system that's worth playing on anyway. So I thought, what's another piece of media that I like that's super cheap right now? DVDs. Perfect. Nobody cares about them anymore. uh, Second reason is purely for nostalgia's sake. I had a lot of DVDs growing up, especially. Well, I never had the cases for most of them. You guys know that those like book things that have the little sleeves you'd put the discs in, and you'd have to flip through it all to pull it out. I'm not sure what those are called, but yeah, I had one of those with a ton of these. So just bring back a piece of my childhood. And three, if I ever grow up and have a family, and that's a very big if, mind you, and my kid wants a bunch of streaming services like Disney Plus, Paramount Plus, HBO Max, stuff like that, I might not be able to pay for all of them, so I'll just have a bunch of media in bulk that my kid might be able to use. Again, very big if. So I don't want this video to become too long because YouTube won't let me upload anything more than 15 minutes without getting a verification code, which I don't know how to get right now. So I'll just go over some highlights from this little collection I've got. It's not very big, but it's getting there. Here we have the only Disney movie I've picked up as of late, Dumbo. Why I don't have more Disney DVDs? Well, we do, but most of them are technically my sister's, so this is the only one I bought with my own money. Also, I think I had this exact DVD when I was really young, like 4 or 5, before I even moved into the current house I'm in. And I remember being very scared of the DVD menu this had. It had very weird CGI with a poorly cropped Dumbo, a 2D Dumbo thrown in, and weird clown music. I remember that really freaking me out. So, yeah, there's this movie. I also had it on VHS at the same time. I had both a DVD and a VHS of this movie. So, there's that. I got these DVDs by Warner Bros. And the reason I pick all these up is because I want to complain about the fact that most of these don't have separate pockets. They have multiple discs each, but they all put them in the same pocket. So if you would want like disc 3 from this set, you'd have to pull the entire thing out, or a couple of them, find it, pop it in, watch a few shorts or whatever, and then you'd have to put it back in the exact same spot purely for well, people joke about having OCD when they don't, but I don't know what other word to use right now. I certainly don't have OCD, but that's just more of a minor annoyance. And it's happened for these Cartoon Network DVDs too. Multiple discs, but all in one pocket. But this Animaniacs one, for some reason, does have multiple pockets. I guess because there's 5 discs, and that'd be too much to put in one, so they put 3. I don't know. Oh, that's interesting. Here we have a bunch of Dreamworks movies. I'm pretty sure I'm the only person right now who has more Dreamworks movies in their collection than Disney ones. What heresy. Most of these I got from Goodwill. I think these two, this Prince of Egypt and Joseph King of Dreams one, and this Kung Fu Panda one, are the only ones I got from Walmart. The rest of these are from the mid-2000s when most of these movies came out. And some of them have the basic silver artwork, while others, like this Shrek 2, I actually got this at a yard sale, if I remember. Oh, this has got the old school, the security, I don't know what you'd call these. But it's got those. This has actual artwork on it. And some have actual artwork, some don't. And then I got this, one of the boring re-releases where they just have a generic cover. I tried pulling the barcode off of this one and it didn't work. I gave up halfway through. Or not even halfway, it was like a fifth of the way through. So there's those. Here we have all my Nickelodeon DVDs, or rather, my SpongeBob DVDs. For some, I can't find any other Nickelodeon DVDs that aren't SpongeBob right now. So that's a bit annoying. But the reason I got into collecting these DVDs is because as a kid, I started watching SpongeBob and I loved it, but my mom banned me from it. And no, just because we're a Christian family, no, she didn't think SpongeBob was gay. I don't think that even crossed her mind. It's because I was imitating some of the stuff they do on the show. Like eating, like SpongeBob in that one episode, The Graveyard Shift, eating his own hands. I apparently tried doing that. Or another episode where he was storing stuff in his pants. I think I tried copying that. So mom banned it to me for a while. And I haven't... I wasn't officially allowed to watch it until I was 14. Which is super weird to think about, because that's normally the time kids grow out of that and start going on the dark web for getting their rocks off or something. And here I am watching SpongeBob. But I want to talk about this one specifically, the Sponge for Hire. I got this at a Goodwill as well. These two I got from Target. They were combined in the same cardboard sleeve. The rest of these I got this at Goodwill, and these two from a Salvation Army. But this still, I think this was completely untouched, because I think it still had the shrink wrap on it. The disc itself wasn't scratched at all, and it still had all the promotional papers in it, like all this stuff from 2004. It's got this little thing. It even still had the sticky stuff on it, stuff about Nick Magazine and announcing all of these Nickelodeon games and these other Nick DVDs that have definitely been taken out of circulation by now, because I couldn't even find any of these at a Goodwill. But except this, that was a Salvation Army. But those are interesting. Long silence. I'm really sorry. I'm not used to making these types of videos. Speaking of Christian families, VeggieTales. The only piece of Christian media I was ever into, even when I was a little kid. If mom ever tried me to get into any other pieces, like I don't know, Hermie and Friends or something, that'd be the first time in the world where I'd say, "Give me back my veggies." But the reason I brought all these out is because, well, this and Larry Boy I got from a Salvation Army, and these all I got from Goodwill, and I'm pretty sure they're all from the same guy, because they all have Chip written on them. Open this up. Chip, Chip, Chip. Yeah, this one. Chip, twice on the disc here. Chip. I got Star of Christmas. Chip, Chip. And Ballad of Little Joe, which I also tried ripping the sticker off of, and I couldn't. Chip. Thankfully, it didn't damage any of the disc except for the Ultimate Silly Song Countdown. The video itself works just fine, but none of the bonus features work properly. Probably because it's written twice on there. I don't know who this Chip guy was, but he probably just had a bunch of these VeggieTales DVDs lying around and was like, I don't watch these anymore, I'll donate them all at once, even though I have my name written on them still. And we have this one, which I got from Walmart. I gotta be honest, this collection sucks. It was made to celebrate the 25th anniversary of the series. I only really bought this because of the two movies included. I had Jonah, but I lost it a long time ago. And I had never seen The Pirates Who Don't Do Anything until I bought this. And if it was meant to celebrate the 25th anniversary, I would assume they'd include things like Where's God When I'm Scared, or Racksack and Benny and stuff, but it has things like The Penniless Princess, Robin Hood and His Not So Merry Men, Sweet Pea Beauty, and Pistachio. It's considered some of the worst episodes in the entire show. So yeah, it's not a good celebration, but I still keep popping in every now and then. And lastly, we got Elf. The only reason I bought this was because I had it recorded off of my TV when it aired on, I think Freeform it was, but when we got a new cable service, well, it was still Verizon, but we got a new Wi-Fi router, which meant a new cable service, and it didn't include the recording feature, so we lost all our recordings and couldn't make new ones. So I bought this to fill the gap, and this also has the original owner's name written on it. Grant. Also, this includes the French version. Seems very random. Most DVD releases include the English and Spanish version, but this, I can't, it's not focusing. It says Francis on it, so yeah, it's French. And there you have it, all the noteworthy aspects of my collection thus far. I do wish to buy more, but I really need to get a media shelf or some sort of bookshelf. My room was our entire house was renovated not too long ago, a couple months ago, and my entire room had to be completely gutted and replaced, pretty much. Which meant the loss of my bookshelf, a lot of my old Angry Bird plushies, some of my clothes even had to be thrown out. And I couldn't protest any of it, but my sister got to keep all her stuff. That's a personal thing, don't worry about it. Yeah, that's about all I had to say on these. I really want to get more DVDs of shows that I watched when I was younger, like Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends or uh, Danny Phantom. I especially want to get the Danny Phantom one. That was my favorite Nicktoon back then. It's still my favorite now. Maybe a few more SpongeBob. Like I'd prefer complete season DVDs rather than these assortment DVDs, but they work for right now. I've also bought a few VHS tapes, but I don't consider those collections because they're just random things I picked up for fun. There's the VHS player right there with a DVD player, but can I ask you guys something? Back in your day, did all TVs have had to have a separate DVD player? Because for my entire life, the TV that I used has had the DVD player built in, and I asked my friends about it, and apparently that wasn't normal. I didn't know having a built-in DVD player was such a luxury back in the day. Anyway, that's all I have. The reason I made this was just kind of another filler video because you may have noticed not a lot of animations have been coming out, and that's because Flip-A-Clip is being extremely hard to work with right now. Every single time I try making something, it either slows down or boots me out of the app, and even when I do manage to finish something, it won't let me see the finished movie, as they call it. So I just have to upload it and pray that it works, which thankfully for the 4th of July video, it did. So this video coming up that I'm working on might not even be out by this year. I can't promise anything. So I made this just to show you guys a little insight of the hobbies I've been picking up lately. I never thought I'd say I'd be collecting anything, but here we are. Anyway, until the next time I decide to upload, see you, viewer.